fellow peers. Pee pee poo poo boys. I think I did more of this game yesterday than I did in all of Sea of Stars so far. Like hours wise. Not that that has anything to say about the quality of Sea of Stars, it's just... But yeah. Yeah, I should do that. I probably will here. Anyways, yeah, not to say like Sea of Stars is like an issue or something. I mean, it has issues, but it's just kind of a little short spurt game we're playing. Really, it works well for that. A lot of games don't. I feel like maybe we're gonna get into the point where Sea of Stars where I don't want to be taking little breaks. But because you are going to a new area every like hour or two, you can kind of just do that, and that's fine. I guess this game's kind of similar, but I mean, getting a little bit more into this one. I need to have like muscle memory and all that shit. Hey, go you're here, right? This guy's quest to find his wife's body on the street, is it in the area I've already been? Because this whole area is called Rosa Isabella Street. Okay, that's a fucked quest. I figured like if it was something I already could have gotten, I would have. But it might have just triggered afterwards. I'm trying the Falcon Eye. Oh, I'm a traitor to you? What, in your cause? Jesus, this guy's full of himself, man. Look, we already fucking pretty much are doing the exact same thing in every game. All the fucking time, whether I want it or not. Whether I know it or not. Of course I do. Well, that's why I pick the abilities. I don't let peer pressure adjust what I do, alright? Seems alright. We need to get 4 shots. What'd you think of this weapon? This handle seems alright. As far as tech handles go. I didn't get called for work again. I've barely worked the last 2 weeks. I got money. Tomorrow, next week though, I'll probably be doing a lot. That's probably why. But I do need to hash out some work shit one of these days. Puppet, saber handle, and booster blade. Oh, okay. No quality build until you got the one that you were talking about from a boss soon. I kind of wish this wasn't a delayed shot explosion. Kind of wish it was just one big fucking cannon shot. Kind of why I like the Fist of Steel. It's just a chunky fucking smack. You can't upgrade it. Oh, great. I need to put on electricity again. Fight more puppets. I'm sure we'll have to do... Jesus. Mixed fighting soon. Yeah, I just started using it. Just a tech kind of handle here. It's nice. I've been doing stabbing the whole fucking game, so figured let's try some swanging. And I could use the greatsword handle on it just fine. Looks cool too. So you played this, Cora? What kind of build did you do? I just watched it. Gotcha. Okay. Seemed like you knew what you're talking about. Figured it had to be something like that. Oh, I fell down here, that's right. I was like, how the hell did I get over there? Yeah, I'm sure when the DLCs come out for it, you'll be able to get like a combo price. I don't even know what that shortcut is helping me do. I don't think it is helping me. Yeah, I don't buy many games at launch. Almost none. It has to be social related. Now, if gameplay ever disappears, then I might. But I'm going to be playing a lot less new releases in general. Being able to rent something essentially for free really opens up what you're kind of willing to give a shot. Jesus. But yeah, mostly social. Like Monster Hunter, I always buy Monster Hunter movies. That kind of shit. FF14 expansion stuff. If you could cut them down after they get activated. Seems like a no. Emergency shit. I wanted just to shoot down a boss. I could. He's gonna say it. What? No. They're all useful. It doesn't feel like the system's ever kind of fall to the wayside. Yeah, she's fun, perfect card. I was mentioning this yesterday at the end of the stream, but it feels like there's enemies kind of designed to suck with one option or the other. Like your dodge doesn't give you a lot of spacing, so you might prefer to perfect guard there, but then there's some guys who just suck with perfect guarding, so you might dodge. And I don't know how much consideration they put into the game when it comes to that kind of shit. Yeah, I was worried that would happen. But even if they didn't, that there's viability to do more than just perfect parry, which, hey, I'm just fine with just that. It's not like the perfect parry game is as good as like Sekiro's, because it's just one piece of the pie. It's totally fine. Can I aim this thing? This one's good. I think it's because I actually hit the monster. Or something. Who knows? Yeah, he's good. You son of a... Their level design with all the traps and a fucking Harlequin explodey bot. That's gotta be trouble. Wow, look at all those crates over there. Beautiful. This place is a shithole. As in, that's the proper Rosa Isabella Street. Or Rosa Isabella. Shit. Never lie to your doctor. Large heavyweight. Oh god. Oh lord. The capacity levels. They must continue.
We found it! The black dress! But it's just a puppet? What on earth is going on?
It really is just a defense. Yeah. That's how I was thinking about it. Lets you equip juicier shit. What in heaven's name? Where's the checky point? Also doesn't matter. Oh, that's right.
My Melody. This is her wedding ring. Our marriage should have been filled with joy. I failed you, Melody. I'm sorry. I should have mentioned she's a puppet. But she was real to me. I saw a shining soul inside her. Others laughed at me, but I knew the truth. I knew that she was in love with me too. Maybe I'm crazy, though. Whoever heard of a human and a puppet in love? Melody. My Melody. Your words were everything to me. She was my guardian angel. The reason I survived the Krat disaster. Even puppets have hearts, do they not? Perhaps all we need is something that helps us perceive what they're feeling.
Poor bastard. Only the 20-foot long Pinocchio
I
here
ramble when I get upset.
has feelings, bro.
Here's your reward. I think you deserve this ring more than I do. I'm more than happy with Melody's belongings. I wish I could offer something more, but this is all I have. Please, remember the love Melody and I shared. Who knows? Maybe you'll find true love one day too.
Did Pinocchio ever... Did he love anybody? And he was just a little dude, man. Is there precedent on that? I don't remember the Pinocchio story. Yeah, they don't look like it at all. Wait, he gave me a ring. Oh, it's a recollect.
She was my one true love. She was my...
Souls doesn't either, though. Well, depends on the game, I think. A lot of the time they just don't move their mouth well. Souls has a little bit less talking. Forgot to switch to electricity. This way. I barely don't kill these guys in 2 hits. I think we just go towards the fire guy, but let me double check. Then I didn't miss something. Oh yeah, I should have spent my level. Oh well. Okay, they're not gonna do the whole thing again. That's good. Why's the backstab not working? I see the punchman back there. sad clown puppet. Holy. Fuck, that's so scary. Let's see if I can get a checkpoint. Great. He never takes a break, man. I was like, oh, after this attack, I get one fucking thing off. Alright, let's go spend these before we end up in trouble again. Now, sometimes you just don't. You're just not gonna get the parry off or the execute off because some enemies they just don't stop, man. They just keep going. We can try to add some time on maybe, but not a super high priority one for me. It's kind of a fringe thing, and I feel like bosses don't have it as much. And I generally am going for the quick weapons, I guess.
The portrait hanging in Geppetto's room. I sense something strange. Something like the changes you're going through. The sort of thing you'd read in a fairy tale.
Oh,
Go to Geppetto's
Pinocchio.
room. You should see it for yourself.
But I already brought it
I'll
to him.
use my power.
Huh? Motherfucker. What the fuck is she up to, man? I brought it to him. Does she not know that? It's dumb as a rock, man.
I'll use my...
But we'll go anyways. That's about the cheesiest thing I've ever seen, man. What's up with that? That's supposed to indicate how much he's been lying. I mean, it's funny, but like the way she handled it with such sincerity, like it's like I'm supposed to take it seriously. It would be funnier if she just didn't say a damn thing. This is kind of like an LOL. Look at that. Phase 3. Whoa. 2. 3 per. Belt slots. Root time. Cube use. I guess that could be good. They'll directly give you more stuff in fights, but belt slot, like I don't even use shit on the belt. Pulse cell recovery for sure. So I have to do 2 phase 3s, right? I can't go do like another phase 1. No cheating. Okay. Let's go fight Tim Curry. Well, to get to phase 4, I have to do 2 phase 3s is what I was wondering. Or can I just do like 2 more phase 1s? I assume not, because phase 3 requires 3 boards. That means you can get to phase 4 way quicker. You could cut down on 1 cord. Because I don't know if I care about those other ones. So you can put phase 3s inside of a phase 1 buff, right? Yeah, I was like, I'm just gonna do Rising Dodge. Okay. Bizarre though. Because either way, you're gonna get 1 buff per quartz. It doesn't really matter if one requires 3 and one requires 2 different buffs. It's that kind of. Jesus. I need to pick up stagger windows still. I picked up one of the buff stagger windows. I'm using slow ass weapons too, which doesn't help. Jesus, this guy, man. Yeah. This guy has such little downtime, dude. He's got like one attack of downtime between his Giga Flurries. No, the enemy variety's really picked up in the last couple areas. The formula of having two-shottable guy thrown around that's super easy with one like mini boss in the middle. They were overdoing it a bit, especially with the trap enemies. And now they got the kamikazes and like tankier shooters, mid-range health guys, and then bosses. And they still got your mini boss guys, but yeah, it's hard to be have as much variety as like Souls. Somehow they have like a plethora of enemies. Like some games don't even get much variety of like the whole game, but you'll get those in like every single zone. Sometimes they're simple enemies, but that's why they reuse so many in Elden Ring to populate something like that. And it's pretty good. I mean, every zone has its own few unique guys. They're just not very advanced. I don't know what the creme de la creme is for enemy variety in Souls. Dark Souls 3 are quite a bit, but it's also reusing shit. These boys, man. What's the backstab not work on these guys, man? It's like it pops up, but it's super inconsistent. Like I'm spamming it now. Yeah, maybe it's because their backs are like kind of tilted, or they take it really literal. Not just, it's behind where their like, gun is pointing, right? Like they're facing. So the thing I like about Falcon Eyes is it's useful for like mobs because of the AoE and picking dudes. I mean, having range is really useful, and then like you can just whittle the boss a little bit too here and there. Bouncing off walls, I think is neat. It adds a little bit of thought into where you're fighting and how you're fighting and what kind of attacks. I think it's cool in a methodical game where the arc of your swing and the range matters a lot. The problem is even in Souls you can just clip through the wall. Like I'm sure in this you could fucking somehow do it too. The inconsistencies kinda makes it odd. Yeah, I do wish it was with enemies too. That'd be good. And you could bait them into places where they can't do shit. I mean, I get it on bosses. It'd be probably easy to fucking just kind of end up with the cheese, but that kind of strategy's nice. Doesn't that lady want like a wine bottle from somewhere on the street? Yeah, but there's a lot of times you're in the middle of a corner or a wall or something. Oh, the arcade. Well, the arcade. Maybe it's somewhere in here, but... Although an arcade's a big district, isn't it, kinda? There's a Sega sign. Those are closed down, man. It's over. They're under new management, and I'm sure some shadow of the former self. Well, I'm gonna get the pulse, like healing power thing first.
I'll use my...
But I can do the other shit still. I need 2,000.
I'll use my...
What are they called this? They're not soul levels. Just just levels, puppet levels. Maybe each one's a centimeter weenie, man.
Ah,
Wouldn't have a
I'm
huge
glad you're
weenie,
here.
I guess.
I remember commissioning that piece from an artist named D.
Thought he was saying the
Clay.
same old shit.
Like all artists, he was eccentric. He claimed that a painting could harbor a living soul. But how can that happen? Just like the fairy tale. Forgive a foolish man his ramblings. Perhaps the seed of its growth was there all along.
Who was Dorian Gray again?
I know you're curious,
Not the author or
so
something?
see for yourself. I have my
Pinocchio?
work to keep me busy. The city of Krat. It's probably not how you remember it, eh? Ask me any...
Look, the last classic novel I read is 3/4 of Crime and Punishment. It's not exactly Pinocchio. I haven't read Dorian Gray. I haven't read it, no. I'm sure a lot of people haven't. This little shit, man. Guard Destruction. Ooh. Oh, we gotta get that. Oh. Pull cell uses. Well, we might do that first. The ergo, man. Come on, Jimmy. The ergo, the pulse cells, and guard destruction. Should I get this first so you gets the most use? I feel like I'll get another cord sooner or later, right? I should go for the pulse cells. Having another heal is huge. Yeah, that's kind of how I'm feeling. I mean, you could assume you're good enough where you just would rather have the XP, right? Like, if I don't need this, then the XP is better, but it's like, I'm gonna get the XP back. Geppetto. Geppetto. I started posting on Twitter. Do you like my new changes, Geppetto? I started getting involved in my local politics, Geppetto.
Welcome to Hotel.
Truly being a puppet, the best way to be, right? The required reading, dude.
I know my way around.
Okay, buddy. It's 3 foot dick. He'd have a fucking OnlyFans, dude. This guy could rake in some fucking cash, man. If I look like this, man, you know my dick would be posted all over the place for cash. Slap him in the face. They hinted that there was more uses for these somewhere near the Alchemist, I thought. Respecking, that's nice and all. Buying consumable things, that's cool, but I don't know if I'll bother. There's other uses, right? Suck your own dick. Hey, the paperclip has a P. Hey man, maybe they're overdoing the P. Blood. Sponsor of the arts. Oh yeah, I got a new one of these. It's not a whole lot of HP. They are really heavy. But some getting more damage after a perfect guard is kind of just flat damage buff almost from you. I don't know how long the buff lasts, but pretty good. Few seconds. I mean that's every damage window, essentially. Possibly. Oh, can I? This is a flat amount of health this gives me. It feels like it. It is. Okay. He has to fucking crank these so hard. How the hell did people open these normally? Daddy's home. High society, my ass. They've got 4 of the same picture in their fucking foyer. These chicks are tanky. Spider lady. Yeah. Spider ladies are good. Yeah, I'm feeling quite calm, good. Quite cool. disruption enemy. Yeah, 30%'s pretty good. If I'm playing right, then I get that all the time. Time would be better. One hit's not super great, but unless it stacks up and is timed. Well, I still get hit by it. Well, if I'm gonna be using fast multi-hit shit, that's not as good. I might be willing to tick this off when I get something better. Cause yeah, one attack 30%, but if I'm doing like a fast weapon, like 3 or 4 hits or something in between every attack, that's only like 1/3 of the time I get 30% up on one thing, so it's like it's still in a damage buff, but and I guess with charge attacks it's even better. It's not that great. It's on those big fuck yous, the ones where you have like you get more attack power if you do like max durability and all that shit. Yeah, you can't use it. Like if I could use on fatal attacks, it'd be fine. But. Mr. Bluey, Mr. Blobby. Technique amulet. Okay. That was quick. Huh. Say it ain't so. It ain't so, man. Exploding pickaxe blade. Oh, it's fun. They have a big fucking ranch. One looks broke. I guess not. They're all like that. I just never noticed. Kind of hard to see. Oi! I think she's fine. Humpty Dumpty. Oh wait, they couldn't put him back together. Yeah, she's fine. So, hey, check out our lighting room. Do you like it?
Oh, who are you? You're not a puppet.
Isn't she supposed to be dead?
Are you here to listen to my music?
Or was that other lady just
I
stupid?
can't sing anymore. This petrification disease took away my songs.
Or maybe this isn't the sister.
Charles, I was fooled by him. He said this place was a shelter. Patricia, I'm so sorry. Oh, Patricia, I'm so sorry. I'm parched. Just a taste of fruit. Oh, thank you.
Right.
Oh, this is the sweetest
Jesus,
apple
she swallow it or
I've
something?
ever had.
Is that the power of a singer?
I can't stop death from taking me.
She can just talk like her mouth
But
isn't
I
full.
have enough strength to confess my sins. Can you listen to my last confession?
Yes.
Trisha, I coveted your voice. If I can't match it, then even if I have to break you, Adelina Corday must have it all. I know it's wrong, but still, I love you.
Ma'am,
I know it's
I think you're kind of crazy. I'd recommend you die now. Since the door's open and everything, the puppets will be here soon. I guess that's it, huh? With her? Maybe something else later. I don't know any Patricias off the top of my head. Oh, okay. I was gonna do that anyways. Let me explore this first. I wasn't gonna check for her, but I was gonna leave and come back. Hopefully I haven't missed any records. I'd like to hear all the music. I really like the idea of the hidden humanity bits too. Surely there's more than just the praying one. That one just feels like a very human, obviously human thing. I don't know any others though.
I'll use my power.
How much do I need, lady?
I'll use my.
Nope. Grabbed one too many. That's okay. I need to get some of those better dex scaling so I can actually get more out of that stat. 2 damage ain't really worth it right now, but 3 or 4 would be again. Well, yeah, but do I even have enough cranks?
I know my way.
Just have one, right? Oh, I got 2. $17 up. Hey, watch your mouth with me, boy. Ain't gonna have a mouth left. Spit your fingies. Use your tools, boy. It's there to be used, but you want to use it on the best thing. Two through my ear, both there. My insurance auto renews this year, but I want to see if I can sign up for dental and eye. Why not? I think this is the enrollment period, so I do that. I haven't really done like a full dental eye thing in a long time. I don't notice anything with the eyes, but when your vision starts to wane, you tend to not notice it until it's like just kind of hits a certain point. And I don't think my vision's gonna just like totally eat the shitter, but who knows? Maybe I have a little less clarity and I don't know it.
I know it's wrong.
I need to quit the game. Is it after the boss, maybe? Let's fucking go to. What do I pay this fucker for, man? That's fine. I don't mind. It took 2 seconds to get here. Okay. Hell yeah. Good. Clapping at Vinini. Anywhere? Maybe I'll try that then. Or just after his big speech. We'll see, I guess. I'll try it. The master of puppets. Am I allowed to say that? Will Lars get me? Is the king of puppets a man or a puppet? Is this gonna be the thing they showed in the trailer? The big golden fucker? Well, who created this big puppet guy if he can control everybody? I think that's what's going on. Some overlord. At least he's, I guess, got goofy mannerisms too, so it's fun. Funny. Oh! Best. That seems pretty emotional to me. But better. Hey, a scythe. Jesus, Jimmy. I'm out of juice. He was an absolute wall. Yeah, I could see with the second phase being pretty juicy. I think I'll save some of my materials for the second phase. Yeah, I need to just keep running from that one. I thought he was just going to permanently be in the fire mode, but it was just one super attack. Cool if the new game plus you started to understand that. Maybe you do. With all the goofy evil man stuff, I don't know if the story's gonna have like an interesting like something going on with what they say, right? Jesus, dude. Ridiculous. I need to have enough to sprint. You can't get started sprinting. You have to assume he's gonna start and then start sprinting. Because once you're locked in, his gap closes way more than you can space. Otherwise, I think that would have been pretty free from there. Needed a heal. I had a bunch of Fable and I had 4 Falcon Eyes still. He has enough gap close. I could probably Falcon Eyes the first phase more safely. Good shot. Come on over, Jimmy. good this time, man. Good attacks I've never even seen before. I guess so, man. What the fuck is that? This isn't gonna go well. So he always does it at a flat half. You really just need to prep that whole fight. It's just like a Millennia. The whole fight is that attack. The rest is fucking free. He just sits there and fucking takes it. Quip. Is that the quip I'm known for? Is that my Joss Whedon hallmark there? I didn't say it in a quippy way. Well, this isn't gonna go well. I meant it. I'm not allowed to say that from the heart anymore because of Joss Whedon. No, I don't think it's as hard as Millennia. I just think that that's the rest of it's piss easy comparatively. It's the same in theory. You only have time for one because you can follow that up. Just has a short amount of ranges. Well, this isn't gonna go well. He's right in front of me, isn't he? Great. I think I delayed my grind by just a slight bit. Interested. Input reading much? It was pretty slithery this time. Out of the way. Yeah, it's not the attack itself. It's that is like most of the fight. Like if you get in there and you get moving, it's easy like Millennia. Except the super hit. You need to have a plan for that. Millennia, it's just a degree of magnitude difference, I'd say. And she uses it through the whole fucking fight, right? Yeah, I just don't think Millennia is really that great of a fight. She can be fun to boogie with. But it's so grossly pounced around one shitty ability. Yeah, we're finna cause more consistently hard. But like he's fun to fight. Okay, this guy in the wall is kind of stupid. I should have closed this fucking arena off, man. Cause this fucking whole body's like in the wall, so you can't tell what's fucking going on. I'd say this phase is harder. Well, it depends on which one you're using your fucking paper on. I've done some pretty good the first time, but I was being like ultra careful. I got a bit of impatience in me. That attack's kind of goofy. Looks like he's prepping, but it just actually is like a too much of a grab. What the fuck is he up to, man? That was a fucking bizarro phase, man. He's flying all around, missing shit, boosting everywhere. Fair bit of RNG on some of these phases. Because the last fight, he just did the 1-2 like 100 times. And this one, he's like, what? And the thing is with an attack like that, there's no like, you get to hit him in between moment. He's just gone, dude. That seems to be the thing with a lot of these like fast bosses. They love their stage wides in this, man, because it looks cool. It ends up being kind of maybe like no cooldown afterwards, so it's kind of like odd. blank. Jesus, 5-6 attacks and a getaway, dude. That's some weird shit, man. Throws it against the wall. Hey man, what? He's gone.
Incredible! You defeated the king!
Look at
I gotta think the
him.
puppets will have changed too, right? There's only one way to find out. Let's go backstage.
Precision engineering. Except the part where they're buffing and nerfing shit left and right. But overall, yeah, I get you. Hey man. Biddies. What did I even get? Doesn't even show new anymore. Oh. It doesn't. Not for this, dude. Do you see one? Nowhere on the top. The boss still in a little shitty outfit. Right. There's a third thing too. Probably just material. I need to go grab some coffee. Tums. I thought they were supposed to be controlled by him, is why they had the gold. I see that.
Oh, there's another record.
Get back. I don't know Mr. Blobby. Failing on my part, I'm sure. Huh? She dead? Huh? Is that her?
It's you. Come closer, won't you? When you reach a certain age, it's a comfort to reflect on old memories. That's a portrait of me when I was young. I was so feisty, so fearless back then. I loved the world, and the world loved me back. The passion of those days is long gone, but I still dream of those memories. I'm curious what your young eyes see. Is there any resemblance between me and that portrait? Do I still have
The head nod.
It seems Geppetto even taught you good manners. Yes, those beautiful memories are still vivid in my mind. Time and the memories that fill it are all we have. I hope you're making some good memories.
It's not a lie. I mean, she looks like an older version of that, just with a little bit more psycho cancer. It's like, oh damn, man. She didn't say, do I look exactly like this photo? You're right, man. It's always so simple. No half-truths.
People have no idea. Thanks for keeping.
What did she give me? Or was it just an ergo thing?
My many followers and yes, customers are why I get out of my very large and expensive bed every day. But truthfully, there's... My many followers and yes...
Is that it? Or have to be like farther away. I don't know if I'm activating his dialogue or if that was actually the thing.
I heard you. The
No, that
puppets
was the
appear
unique
lost
dialogue.
without their leader. They have no purpose.
I just
no
guess you don't get an
focus.
ergo from it.
To think one can have so much control through ergo waves. If we don't determine who or what is causing it, this could all happen again tomorrow. I fear I must call upon you again, my friend. Please gather records of the puppets' ergo waves while you're defeating them.
At the House of Vanini, even price...
This was the one you liked. I'm gonna turn it in.
A great weapon calls for a great...
Shame the later one isn't now, huh?
I feel good.
What is that symbol? Does that mean it's upgraded? Like its technique upgraded? I'm banning that emo, man. Get ready. Ooh. Hey, we. It's over for you, man. Yeah, the width swing would be really cool to try to use. You could apply some different kind of gameplay to that for sure. Fuck it, let's try it. I'll have enough to upgrade the later one too if I like it.
I know my way.
Perfect. Soon I'll get another handle.
Antonia's continuing
That was the last handle.
The petrification disease locks people inside a cage, inside their own bodies. We're all safe, thanks to her sacrifice. But I wish for a miracle to save everyone. Me as well. I'll use my power.
I think the best thing about this story and how it's reinforcing the gameplay and everything is just the human thing. It's cool. Where you get to see little bits and pieces change.
I'll use my...
Geppetto. I made an OnlyFans, Geppetto. Where'd he go? Fine, I'll do it myself. Thought I got one from the boss. What the fuck is Geppetto? Yeah, he said he was in the garden? On the way to the street? On the way to Elysium? I'm guessing this is not that even though it's a garden. It's in the bathroom, yeah. He's cranking it, dude. He's fucking yoinking the hog, man. You said walk on out. Oh, Jesus. I'm out, dude. You gotta specify. I'm gonna go for the closest door, man. This was the entrance. This is out to me. Wait. He walked in and there was nothing behind the door. I need to yell the dev's name. What is their name? God bless online devs. Todd. I'm just gonna yell at Todd. He takes a path. Damn, it's not far away. I didn't look up to see if the hotel was there. He's out here? No. Hey, man.
Welcome, good sir. At last, we speak frankly instead of with professional reserve.
Professional reserve.
I have something to confess. Something involving your unique perspective. I am a puppet whose ego has awoken. I don't know exactly why, and we need not dwell on the details. Instead, I wish to dwell on the welfare of Lady Antonia.
Good guy, Paulandina.
I adore Lady Antonia. It is a presumptuous feeling for a puppet to have, to be sure. I have no intention of putting myself forward, of course. However, I cannot watch her die. It's too painful. Thus, I need your unique perspective. You exist somewhere between human and puppet. Can a puppet and a human fall in love? Have you ever met a puppet who loves a human?
Yes.
It exists
That's
indeed.
the truth.
An unbelievable love, to be sure, with a wedding ring as its symbol. I fear even trying to pursue such a splendid happiness. I have no intention of telling her, of course. It wouldn't be proper to
Good guy,
burden someone
Paulandina.
so frail.
Tragic, though.
If I may be frank, this is better than I dared hope. Even if you were telling me a sweet
This time
lie,
for you, buddy,
I
it's the
shall
truth.
savor it. Thank you.
You get one truth, bud.
It was wise to confide in you. Thank you for granting me that wisdom.
So you tell the truth that time and you get some ergo, dude. It's more than just lying.
No matter what fate brings us, I will be at Lady Antonia's side. Serving her is my duty. The very reason I was created. Welcome to Hotel Krat. How may I be of service?
I mean, they were in love. I don't know about the puppet. The puppet loving him, I don't know about that. I mean, we don't know her. We lied and said there was a message for him from her, but we don't know for sure if she did. Regardless, they got married. It's good enough for this guy, man. Your gotcha, your fucking daily quest. Bro, your daily, your fruit daily. Bro, my energy's back. It's time to do another round, another pull. Maybe we'll get the swimsuit Pinocchio SSR, man. Summer Pinocchio. He can have the fucking archer fucking speeded. That fucking speed is so goofy. Well, we cranked the church, we cranked the puppets. We're cranking the alchemist next. Cranking the government. Crank the police. In the opera house? Okay. I'll go back. I figured I went through it a little quick. It's good to know. With so many death planes, I just figured this was a off-limit zone. Gotta look around a little harder just in case. Oof, God, it does some damage too, man. I thought it'd be like pussy ass damage, but it's actually cranks pretty good for the range it has. The incredible Vanini elect. Pretty good damage. Yeah, quick 1700. Yeah, but you can get that from far away too. Goodbye, my sweet. It actually does some damage, it's nice. This does some serious damage. Makes the last one look like a fucking pool noodle. This is where we get some Puppet Man lore. Well, I thought there was like kind of some missing there. A clue. Oh my god, they patched in another one that quickly. What's the guard like on this? Oh, not bad. Not as good as my last one, but not bad. You know, the biggest thing about this game that I think makes it inferior to FromSoft Souls is the ragdoll, man. You know, there's nothing quite like grabbing a dude by the ass and just flinging him around, just off of every ledge and seeing him roll down shit. It's just not quite the same. Do I look like I'm joking, man? Whoa, I'm not getting into all that yet. Better than DS2, absolutely. The thing that's interesting about those games, though, goes beyond their game plans. The world design and the settings they're in. Some of the careful level design and all that. Creature designs. I think this game does a good job, but some of those are cranking it pretty hard. Better than DS2. Better than Demon's Souls. I think what this does in gameplay, despite Demon's Souls kind of having some interesting art and world, this cranks it way above that. Elden Ring, though, I mean, Elden Ring's definitely, it's probably right. I think Elden Ring's probably my lowest. Souls, FromSoft Souls are probably Demon's Souls, Dark Souls 2, then Elden Ring. I don't know if this is quite Elden Ring level or if it's worse, but I like Dark Souls 1 better than Elden Ring. Elden Ring does really cool stuff for the open world and has a lot going on. It just has a kind of shitty last third. Some repetitive content. Shit, but I don't know, you get just like a sense of just the scale and the wonder and all that kind of stuff. Well, that runs out a little bit if you're doing like 100%. I don't find myself getting those kinds of unique feelings, but I think if you just kind of point by point compare them, this one's pretty clean. It's a very like polished, thought out, kind of more traditional Souls. We could say that at this point, right? Traditional Souls, like Dark Souls 1-esque. But that's not a slight against this game. I like it pretty well so far. I'd say it's got better combat than Elden Ring, absolutely. I'd say this combat's just up there with Bloodborne and Sekiro, but it's the level design, secrets, the general world, and that kind of, some of those surreal feelings you get in their games that this just doesn't touch. But I think that depends on what you like. DS3, that's a good comparison there. Jesus, dude. Fucking unloaded on. Did I get everything you think? I haven't really been paying attention. Yeah, I did. I went up here. Well, it's good. It's comparable, absolutely. I'd say I like it more than like DS2 and Demon Souls and stuff. I think it's harder to compare it to Elden Ring, which is my next least favorite of theirs. I like all of them. I think even Demon Souls is great, but I went up here. This was how I got to this like random ship. There's like nothing up here. It is odd there's nothing up here though. Yeah, I think it's probably good. As long as there's no big missiles, we're alright. But yeah, it's clean. I don't know, we'll see by the end of it. I think part of it's kind of how they're gonna handle the lore and the story bullshit. While, you know, Dark Souls and all that doesn't have like a lot of story, it has an atmosphere that they consistently keep. And a lore and stuff that's always intriguing. I don't think this quite hits on that front, but it might not necessarily screw the pooch or anything. Yeah, no, I appreciate it. I don't mind knowing. Yeah, if I walked out of a zone and you don't come back, just tell me. I'm usually pretty good about it, but I expected another like death zone, so I just didn't really look around.
No matter what fate brings us, I will be at Lady Antonia's side. Serving her is welcome to...
Yeah, it's comparable for sure.
The Grand Cup first.
I think at times it like kind of... I think it pulls off a cool atmosphere, but I don't think it does it so effortlessly. With such kind of like style. And everything is like a Souls thing. Like you'll get cutscenes in this where it's like the creepy guy stares at you and then he slinks off and does some really bizarro shit and then the fight starts and it kind of just feels like they're imitating it. You don't really feel it as much. It kind of just feels like, you know, because I feel like just the general atmosphere and the world building and stuff isn't on that same level. I do think the story in the world is still interesting, but there's just those moments where like Souls isn't just its bosses, right? Like they do a lot in world building and some of the like cinematography, some of the fights, and how the music hits and stuff. Like the music in this has been cool. I think the diegetic stuff, the record stuff's been cool. Some of the boss fights that I feel like I'm hearing like pretty cool music, you know, stuff like that. Like it just doesn't have all of those elements like a Souls game kind of does, running on all cylinders. That doesn't mean it's not great, but I feel like stuff like Dark Souls 1 and like Bloodborne and Sekiro are like, they're cranking it, man. It's hard to really compare to those for me. I can understand people maybe saying that's better in Dark Souls 1. Just the sheer gameplay is better in this. But there's something simple about why they even kept the simplicity of their gameplay like in Elden Ring. How they design enemies around that and locations. And, you know, if you could just animate warp everywhere, like the level design wouldn't matter for fights. You wouldn't crowd people around or do any plunges or worry about like banking off of shit. So it's like, I'm not saying that I prefer the Elden Ring gameplay over this. I think this actual gameplay is better, but I don't think it's like a huge negative or something for those kinds of Souls games. Because it's not like they don't have the ability to do that. I mean, Bloodborne and Sekiro have a much more varied action game kit, and then they decide to go back to simple for Elden Ring. With a couple like customizables, right? Because it's more about the encounters and spacing and methodical movement and shit than it is how flashy your kit is, right? It's not a DMC. Point is, well, I think it was probably better combat-wise than like Dark Souls 1, I would say. I don't think it's like like a negative for Dark Souls 1 or something. This just has a little bit more you gotta think about, but it doesn't cost that methodical spacing kind of. Like, you don't lose that. Because there is still kind of like shitty rolls and long animations and stuff. Something like a Code Vein is where you end up having it be a bit more anime. Get more speedy, and then you don't really think about it as much. That's because I'm talking. I mean, that's one of the big questions, is the comparison.
At the House of Vanini, Master Vanini carefully curated this collection box himself. With it, you have returned to us what was stolen. The House of Vanini always keeps a few special items in the private reserve, sir. Only for our more discerning patrons, of course. At the House of Vanini...
I like the classy robot. Pirate murders dagger blade. That's his guard performance. Carcass.
At the House of...
Yeah, it's good. If you like Souls-likes, yeah, you definitely owe it to yourself to be playing those for sure. There's really no reason not to. It isn't Neo, it isn't Code Vein where they got their issues despite having their strengths, right? Like, this one's pretty fucking clean. And very similar. I mean, I think it makes its own, like... It tries to make its own, like, identity with the setting and, like, all the different systems that you see in a lot of Souls things, but all kind of together, and the quality of life. But at the end of the day, it's still like a pretty, you know, I wouldn't say derivative, but very, you know, inspired Souls-like. Should definitely play it if you like this kind of thing. What is acid supposed to be good against? I imagine, like, fire is good against carcasses, and electricity is good against puppets, but what is acid good against? The freakazoids. Yeah, I think Code Vein was fun. The dot like fire. Okay. So it's like a puppet dot, or fire is like a carcass dot. What does shock do again? Is it just flat damage? I mean, yeah, Code Vein's cool. I had fun with it. I don't think it's a great game. I think it's very anime. I mean, if you're after in Souls like some more brooding, kind of subtle atmosphere, it's not. It's DC Douglas yelling at you, right? Like, there's tits everywhere, which I'm all about. It's fine. Some of it's ugly. There's some really bad level design. The chapel, the swamp, and stuff like that. But overall, it's like how this game has like an ability thing where you like spend ability points and bust people up. Like on my bottom right there, it's that kind of thing. It's a bit more kind of ability action. It's definitely got more jank and less polish in most ways, but it's still a good time. Something has shock, it takes more electric plus physical damage. Fire is more fire plus dot, acid is more acid plus dot. Okay. Well, we'll try acid out. I feel like shock would be the one I'd care the most about. Where am I supposed to take this thing? I need to see Betty. Oh wait, Betta's not here. There's a thingy. Little gold thingy. I don't know what that is. Like a fuse or something. Vinini's thingy. Oh yeah, that's right, the decipher.
Isn't this a cryptic vessel? Well, I would expect nothing less from you.
This isn't the song I want to
What I
listen
mean,
to.
of course, is that this is a humble invention of mine. A cipher device. Once your information is locked in here, only you can get it out. Of course, once people realize the value of a truly unbreakable way to keep secrets, knockoffs flood the market. The trials and travails of true genius, forever copied, never credited. But I admit, even some of these knockoffs could still hold secrets. You're welcome to take a crack at, well, cracking it. Who knows? It could lead you to something truly valuable, or at least more practical.
The lore story been so far? It's been fine. I think lore-wise, it's maybe a little bit more interesting than the actual narrative so far, but there hasn't been like that much narrative. I don't think it's as strong of a feeling as you'd get from maybe like your FromSoft Souls games. But it is going for that kind of deal. Like there's a lot more dialogue, there's a lot more actual NPCs, but it's not overboard. It doesn't have like a full big old crazy story like Code Vein. I don't know. They leave enough mystery and anticipation and build up, you know, question like, oh, what's causing all this to happen, you know? How did this all start? But it's not a very like complicated lore. You give me a couple answers and I'll have the whole thing figured out, right? But the actual narrative, there's really not much actual stuff going on. It's more about, the lore is kind of the story. It's us just kind of running around trying to figure out what happened, which is the lore. I don't really know anything about the greater world, it's just kind of the city. I would say it's fine. I mean, it keeps me interested, but it's not a cutscene game with a bunch of story. I think the, I guess narrative-wise, the puppet becoming a human thing, because it's kind of a player-driven deal, I think that's probably the strongest stuff so far. So your animations start changing a little bit, he starts making more noises, you know, maybe animals don't hate him as much. And that's all derived from like listening to music or like lying to people or doing more like human-esque things. I think that's pretty cool. So I think they handle that well. Because the game does have a bit more of a linearity and stuff, while you still feel like you're in the location, it can sometimes feel a bit more stage-based, but I don't think it hurts the lore much. The atmosphere. If you were kind of like full exploring the areas, it might be a little different, but yeah, I would say overall it's been fine. I don't really have like big problems with it. It's just like if you're comparing it to like a FromSoft Souls game, those are like really strong about that kind of storytelling, that like show don't tell, where like you have to pick up the pieces with items and, you know, visual stuff to kind of like understand what's going on, and the worlds are just super interesting, right? I don't think it's got that going on, but I think it's comparable. It's not like in a totally different league or something.
I always will. No trouble at all. I almost consider it my oldest hobby. Trust me, I won't let you down.
I would say
There we are.
run back wise.
Just like I used to make. If you ever need me to help you decode another message, I'm at your service.
It's probably more in line with Dark Souls 1, maybe 2. Maybe Bloodborne at times. You will not spawn right outside of a fucking boss room, for sure. You will have to run. But generally you can just run past everything, or you're not going to have to run really far. I would say the run backs, especially before bosses, tend to be more just like actual time wasters, more than they are like part of the challenge, because it's very easy to just get past everything. In terms of run backs to get to the next shortcut, those you have to usually kill a few more things, but there's a lot of shortcuts in this. Each area will kind of layer back in on itself, and you know, the first teleport will have like 3 shortcuts to different parts of the area and stuff. I would say it's not been like super chill run backs where it's just like 2 feet away like Elden Ring, but they're not like fucked or anything. It's not as hard as like Dark Souls 1. Where's that up? Oh, the group reveals the staircase, really. I don't hate the idea of runbacks, I just think they've kind of like lost the point. Runbacks, it's like the running there and mastering the location is supposed to be part of the challenge. But even in Dark Souls 1, generally you could just fucking run past everything, no prob. But all it is a lot of running, right? Like it feels like, okay, I have to kill these guys before I can get to the boss, and I don't have much choice. It's like, maybe I could understand that, you know, a resource management thing, but like I think that was kind of the whole point back then. I think people have gotten good enough and knowledgeable enough about just fucking running past shit that the runbacks are almost just kind of a... Not this goop. Goop up the elevator. Where that one guy was standing? The dog man? What elevator? Oh, literally up this elevator. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna have to worry that much about run backs, but they're pretty painless. But I would definitely call these ones time wasters more than they are part of the challenge. But they're not like ridiculously long run backs. It's just like there's, when I say time waster, I just mean there's like nothing on the way really. You could easily dodge everything. You're just gonna run through like 30 seconds to a minute of just space. So. Goop. Oh, goop. The goop down there? I didn't even fucking clean that yet, shit. No wonder, I didn't even know you could at that point. Goop. How did it clean out a whole staircase? What the? How is there not goop in here? There's even a hole in the window. Burn the goop and not the book. Shit game, bro. I lit all the candles. I mean, the goop burned it. There was fire, so yeah, it lit everything. Yeah, I didn't expect a secret there. They should have just had a chest in like a little alcove or something. That's a whole passage. I mean, maybe I could believe it if the door didn't have a hole in it, but like, kind of goofy. I mean, it's not a problem. It's just kind of funny. Doesn't make any sense. Lord drawing time is. You're not imaginative enough. You got me.
I always... May I be... I admit I'm a bit rusty, but it's all starting to come back to me. Genius never sleeps and never truly abandons the truly brilliant. What? No, of course I didn't read the contents. Who has time to read anymore? But I could help you read it if you want to.
Where was this one? Is it Elysian Boulevard entrance? Which one was closest? The house? City Hall and back. Okay. What's up, Sim? Howdy. How you doing tonight? Oh, good. The headache's not too bad. Pretty good. Enjoying this one. Got my whole weekend ahead of me, which is nice. (22) 1B. Elysian Boulevard. Yeah, Sherlock. 2020, 221 something place. Yes, quite. Yeah, go ahead. I'd have to just run everywhere otherwise. Godo's doing good, so he's out here helping people. Makes him feel good. We do it for we let him help out a bit. It's fine. You asked how you're doing. You went buck wild. Look for a door in the upper area that's locked. Go to inside the house and just run ahead. That's fine. Oh. Delay. This is the right area. Oh, it's this one. Oh yeah, whatever happened with that cheeseburger? Did you just take the cheese off, dude? You gave the whole burger away? What the fuck? Damn, I'd never waste a burger like that. I'd rip the cheese off first. Get a knife and scrape. Well, whoever fucking had them, or whoever that was made out, dude. Good for them. That's fair. Yeah, residue. I love a burger. I couldn't. I don't care what's on it, man. You could take a shit on it and that fucker probably still eat it. Where's the other one? Oh. I should have drove over here and gave it to me. I would have ate it. I could probably do with a few less burgies. I know the place they're talking about. I don't know the fastest way to get. I think it's down and around or something. It's overlooking, not overlooking, underlooking? Looking at the, No, that's an item. The one that's an actual place they talk about is, like a whole area where a cutscene plays and shit.
I see Hotel Krat. I do love this view.
Or is this where they
It's a
want
nice
it?
view, but we must be moving.
Let me see. Let me see what it says. Spam A. Tortilla chips on burgers. Yeah, I don't really like chips on burgers. I could maybe do a Frito type of one, but I don't usually like crunch on my burger. I mean, I'll eat it. Like I said, I'll eat any burger. Not my go-to. On the beach by the train station. Head to St. Frangelico Cathedral. Did he actually do any of this? Can I get to the beach? Where is that? Is that picture's here? I'm checking the ground. I'm pressing all the buttons. Dude. Some special check button. About 2 millions. Ooh. Edgy twink. Sexy. Ooh. Wendy's nacho in it. I had a chili cheese burger, Whataburger not too long ago because it's buy one get free. That was kind of whatever too. It had little chips in it. And that chili cheese just ain't that good. It just ain't right. Alright. Now we can move on. Well, not yet. Who the fuck is Geppetto? What's that motherfucker up to, man? You get the use of those without having to have it fully activated, right? That'd be goofy otherwise. Oh, my dailies. I didn't remember what I had before. Does this guy have a quest for giving him some of these golden fruit, like buying shit? 'Cause I don't really want anything from him. But does he have like a, if you buy some stuff happens kind of thing? I'll buy some.
Stalker. Stalker, please. Stalker. 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 I heard the alchemists made it. I ignored it, assuming it was just a legend. Interact with the Saintess statue at the Grand Exhibition. You might be...
Well, he didn't do anything.
Stalker.
Stalker. We'll need to find that wine for that lady. It's in the arcade. And I don't remember what else. Oh, it's Geppetto. Hey, man.
I'm glad you're safe. I was so scared I would lose my precious son. It's risky for me just being out here. Fortunately, you didn't need my help. I'm so proud that I got to see my son defeat the king. Hopefully the lesser puppets will die down soon. Now that the king is dead, the puppets have no leader, no direction. But the curse of the petrification disease still lingers. It's tough, but I know where you should go now. The Grand Exhibition. Rumors say the alchemists there have developed a cure.
Rumors.
As a man of invention, I'm skeptical of the alchemists, both their science and their motives. But they may be the city's last hope.
Or they're
you help me, son? Take this. You'll find it most useful. If it will help Antonia and the others, it's worth exploring. Go to the Grand Exhibition and see what you can find.
Oh, hey, thanks.
That one puppet could control so many others. That's a memorable feat indeed. Unlike a real king, the puppet left no heir. The remaining puppets are leaderless, and we can reclaim the city. But it's still a city beset by the petrification disease. Seek a cure from the alchemists at the Grand Exhibition. That one, unlike but it's still a...
Geppetto, I hope you're not mad that we made an OnlyFans. Expressing our individuality here. What?
What's going on? All these puppets look utterly down, depressed even. And that seems weird. That's weird, right?
All these people fucking obsessed with celebrities. They're, oh, Romeo, not fucking poor Romeo. Fuck you. And fuck Romeo. He's a bitch.
Their king dead, they seem lost. Then again, maybe they're mourning him? Whatever's happening. It's like they can't tell their elbow joints from their tail sockets. I'm not even sure they can function without the king to guide them.
Don't worry. They won't have to think about it for long then. I only saw it once, extra, after the first one. Well, thank you for the compromise. It's rejected. And I'll be taking your email license. But I appreciate the gesture. Zombie time, yeah.